Yeah. So, yeah.
Ooh.
Really sorry about that, guys. Our internet decided to crap out entirely for a little bit. But we are back for the time being. All right. So Owen, he says, Christina, I need you to look something up. It's less running numbers and more, well, I need you to look up the data that we got from our high school excursion.
Yeah, okay.
And then also pull up the records I have on amalgamates and my personal research up to this point.
Yeah, she'll go file searching.
Yeah, it'll take you a little bit. Obviously, there's a lot to go through.
How organized does he keep his shit?
Oh, pretty damn organized, dude.
Yeah, it won't be too long.
Pretty decent.
I was like, is he the person that's like super organized IRL? And then you get to his computer and it's just like, what is happening?
Okay, that would be pretty funny, but no. I mean, yeah, he probably has, like, it is organized, but he does have like weird scientific names for things. And,
okay.
And like things that are like, how the hell are you, like, I guess this makes sense to him, but.
Yeah. Like his own personal Dewey Decimal System.
So, Owen pauses and he actually steps forward. He's like, my suspicion is that the way that this works, if you don't mind, Director B, and she says, I do, but continue, is that if they are feeding off of the memories of others, they aren't using their own battery, so to speak. They are using another individual as their battery. So they can keep going as long as their batteries, their flesh bags, so to speak, live. But once they die and perish, then that is, they have to run on their own batteries and then they pass away. So I think you are completely bullshitting us, if you pardon my French.
Wait, no, I totally learned about this. That's a parasitic relationship.
Gold star.
Yes.
Christina, does that check out? So you were actually looking at the data, and sure enough, it seems that as Owen's specific research is that, yeah, eventually as they are forming new memories, they eat the old ones until there's none left and they perish. That's how it normally works. So Owen's probably not too off the mark.
Incorrect. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'll have to give that one to you.
So in theory, you could, of course, go on and let your little human batteries go and, eat and exercise and sleep and do whatever they need to and sustain them for as long as possible. But basically, it'll be a meat factory at that point.
Which,
wow,
like,
this imagery is...
Again, I must reiterate, just because some bad shit happened to you doesn't mean you get to take away other people's livelihoods.
Yeah, you deal with the hand you were dealt, and doesn't mean you get to push that pain onto others. So I think we're about done. Are you letting Rachel go?
Well, I can, on the condition that I find someone else. We were going to use a certain little girl named Cherry, but with how
Oh, fuck off with that.
Jason just like pulls the earpiece away from him. Just like, oh, that was a mistake. Oh,
I'm really tempted to take their earlier suggestion of driving the van through the wall.
great moment.
Can I do that?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, she back?
Come
No,
on, come on!
Come on.
No. Come on, internet. Oh, are we good? I think we're
Can I
good.
do that?
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yay!
crashing the van in.
Through the doors. Oh.
Yeah, we good? We still good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Would I think I'd either roll kick some ass, so to speak. I think this is a sort of a kick some ass, except you're kicking the building's ass. Try not to destroy the van.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna use a luck for this. I'm not even gonna roll.
As she's going off, I guess. The director continues like, however, with our experiments and things like that, it caught too much attention. Rachel, luckily, we found that with her home situation and everything, this is certainly our better option. As Christina is, so you just used a luck.
Yeah.
So let me describe to you specifically inside, like there is the two towers, like the two nuclear plants themselves. Then there is the main building. They are in the left plant, which is a big cement building with reinforced doors.
This is a reinforced van.
So okay. So yeah, you just shove that whole van straight in the door. It cracks, like it buckles, and the van is okay. It's steaming a little. Clearly it was not meant to do that. And Owen's like, my van, what were you thinking?
Well, ask the lady. She's pissed. She throws open the door and just goes straight for this woman.
Jason's gonna shoot anything that tries to get in between her and the director with a pistol, not with the special gun.
Yeah. Sure enough, it's like these things, the amalgamates are moving forward and getting in, trying to get in the way, to just stop her.
If it gets bad, Christina will stop because she is also not gonna. She's not angry enough that she would be stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're attacking you that much, but yeah, they're not attacking you. They're just trying to get in your way and stop you from getting to the director. If I can describe it, Director V, she's above. She's on one of those catwalks above, while you're further down. There are metal stairs up.
For someone for someone who claims to care about the quality of life of others, you're pretty okay with using people.
Assistant Director V lets out a sigh and she says, "It's rather unfortunate. I thought that perhaps I could help you see our plight. But if that's not going to work, then..." She pauses and she says, "I would rather this not and in violence. I don't think that would go well for any of us. But you do realize that I still have that Professor Iris.
Where is she?
Oh, she's here. We've been looking for her for a long time, and we're really glad that you were able to find her for me.
Why?
Why? We've been trying to find the Son of the Void, and I suppose make a deal.
The what now? The who now?
The Son of the Void.
So that guy
Perhaps you know him as Simon.
And
Oh,
what does
he
Iris
hates
have to do with
Owen!
that?
What?
Damn it.
Oh, it's
Jason's-
like, what?
Jason just turns like hits his shoulders like he hates you too. He thinks you're a dick.
You've mentioned.
Yeah, he's cool. You're not touching him.
Why Iris?
In all the timelines, in all the worlds, he always finds Iris.
That's a less helpful statement than you might think, director.
Well, I don't need to explain.
Jason's going to put away his
Right.
pistol.
The method to
And-
my madness. Now do I?
Jason's going to put away his pistol, pull out the grenade launcher, and just go, "Yes, you do."
No, I would put that away if I were you.
No,
So like, oh no, I'm not the bad guy. I'll totally explain my side of the story to you, and then doesn't actually explain anything.
I don't know how else to make this clear. What we want is our own timeline. Live out our lives, and we don't. And honestly, I don't care what happens to this timeline at all. I have to be honest.
You keep saying we. Who are you?
She smiles, and then multiple eyes open over her body, and multiple mouths start opening.
I don't like that. I'm just saying.
okay.
It's just like the amalgamates and how the amalgamates have multiple eyes and multiple mouths.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Plan B. Someone get Rachel. Someone go find Iris. And then run real far. Through
Okay.
time, maybe.
Owen's like, okay. Well, he considers. It's like you are rather our ace in the hole here. You're the most equipped to, I'd suppose, fight.
Oh,
Christina would be the most motherly, able to help Rachel. It's true, but
Elizabeth can
but
turn
there's
off
blocking.
portals, though.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Paladin.
Oh,
Oh, wow, that's a lot of points. Advantage. Excellent. Thank you very much, Paladin Hulk. For 10,000 points, you get an advantage, Elizabeth.
Yes.
It's like, Owen's like, all right, would you want to go for Rachel or Iris, Elizabeth?
I can stop the portals on her.
I'm good at finding people.
Christina's just like, I've got this. So
Christina's got Iris.
Owen's like, what about you, Jason? Are you going to handle the director? Because I do have tricks up my sleeve. I can at least hold her off.
handle is the wrong word. We're going to stall the director until innocent people are free. And
The director's like, I'm right here, right?
Yeah, it
And-
doesn't matter.
look.
The fact you're not doing anything says you're willing to let us try, so we're gonna.
You seem fine with this. Jason is going to take.
He pauses. She's like, you are all very fascinating. I really hoped that you'd understand
Oh,
But-
no, look, I get that you want like your own place and all that. You don't get to have my world for it.
And you don't get to be a bitch.
Also that.
Oh, yeah.
Like-
Mom swore.
Jason,
Mom said a
Jason
cuss.
Agent Andrews, this isn't your world anymore. You are now part of the void.
Yeah,
When this
I
timeline
know,
ends,
but all my stuff
do you-
is here.
oh.
Big mood.
And he
Actually,
also-
most of my stuff is on me right now. I've got the telephone to Void Daddy.
I was
I've
also
got the
going to
grenade
bring that up.
launcher.
It's not like you have a lot of family waiting for you. Not a lot of home waiting for you.
Jason's gonna be like 1 family, 2 family, 3 family, 4 family.
Do you actually point to Owen?
Yes, but he's 4 family.
Owen's like, I'm almost touched.
Don't be. We're probably dead.
Well,
Plenty of time to have a family dinner at Olive Garden again later once we've saved the timeline.
Look.
let's make a date of it. Well, not a date,
Mm,
a family
oh,
date.
No, stop.
We're making it worse.
We were
Take the
doing
moment
so
and be
well.
okay with it. Okay.
Very
look,
well.
V, I'm not going to call you director because I feel like you stole that. So look, you can just leave. Like, there's probably a timeline like 4 branches over. Y'all can go fuck around with them.
I don't really.
No, it's a bad idea, but I would prefer not to have to detonate all of reality, which is the current option.
We're in a time
Now-
bubble.
The director, she pauses and she says, now, that's the problem. I would gladly take that. But 1, all of our eggs are in this basket. And 2, we can't access those other timelines. The dead timeline in question that we all came from is connected to this timeline. We are not some space travelers like, I would say Owen is.
Hold on, hold that thought for 1 second.
Just a sec.
What is she?
1 second.
Owen?
Huddle up. Huddle up. Team huddle up. Team huddle up.
As close as you can. Christina's still downstairs, but she can hear through the headpiece.
Headpiece, yeah. Team
Yeah.
huddle up. And like Jason gets like quiet, so hopefully the director doesn't hear this. And she's like, "Owen, can you take the clock and then just like send this whole pocket dimension out, just floating in space somewhere, just disconnected from time, but make them think that it goes to another branch."
I can't do that. No. The pocket watch is only designed for 1 person, really.
Okay, but what if you
We
and
can
Elizabeth?
go around it. I mean, it's certainly worth a shot, but that sounds like some awfully big, dangerous magic that could tear a hole in reality. Yes.
Hey, I have
I've always
grenades that will
wanted-
do that for us anyways.
I always wanted to tear a hole in
And I don't
reality.
exactly like that either. Remember what I said that we could be the ones that cause the end of the world at this moment?
Well, isn't reality gonna have holes in it eventually anyway if we don't do anything?
Yes, but
If we know their end is coming, we can take the people that we care about and we can go somewhere else. Not to eat them, just walk away.
that's also a terrible idea, but
You do it.
no, I don't. I told you my situation. My
All right, you
situation.
universal constant.
No, I'm not Owen. You know that. I'm not that Owen. That Owen is specific to the Alpha timeline. Yes, he does visit other timelines. He doesn't go traipsing and making that his home. I am a clone. I am not the real Owen.
Hey, why didn't you tell us this?
You didn't need to know.
He's got trust issues or something. And I was
I was
drunk.
thinking you're just some lonely bastard.
Well, yes, but
Could I could try and take it away. That would be a big thing to do, like push it. I'd probably have to be in it.
Move it over there.
Why don't we just take the time bubble
okay.
and move it over there?
If she
All right.
does that, I can walk her back through time to our line.
In theory, I can take us back to our timeline as well. I do know the latitude, I suppose, of our particular time. I know what different dimensions. So I could help take us back as well, if that's the direction we want to go. Director V's just like kind of sitting there with her arms crossed, like multiple eyes blinking at you, like over her arms.
That's nice. We're busy.
We're figuring out a way to get you to someplace safe. 1 second. Just stay over there. Don't listen.
Rachel's connected to the dead timeline right now, right? That's
Yes.
how the amalgamates are coming through. Can we push them all back and then sever the dead timeline?
Is there a reverse switch?
The amalgamates. I don't think so. No.
But could we make a reverse switch?
I mean, in theory, I suppose.
If we used Elizabeth's natural magic that you claim doesn't exist, our literal connection to Void Daddy.
And then Herzog actually speaks up and says, I could make a time vacuum.
Can we make this work?
Let's make a time vacuum.
Do we need to get a literal vacuum?
No.
It's
too late
Probably
for
one in
that.
the van.
Oh, it's like, no, we are not doing that again. It's like a toy vacuum.
It's one of the,
It's that toy vacuum that's got the balls.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it has the same eyes.
The eyes are still there. We put
Except when we
googly
do the
eyes on
magic,
it.
All those little marbles turn into like those pocket galaxies from Men in Black.
Oh, heck yeah.
Reality's popping in there.
Well, I was thinking eyeballs, so that's way better.
Eyeballs are bad.
Owen's like, no, we are not using a toy vacuum or toy.
We don't have one right now. We're on a little bit of a
regardless.
time crunch, hilariously, despite the fact that normally time is not a big deal for us.
Okay, are we gonna do the split up thing then?
Now here's my concern with the time vacuum is that it will suck us all in as well.
But you can get us back.
If I can find you, do you know what happened to Jason? And
Yeah, and
Director
I know
V's
how
just
to
like-
walk those roads. It's fine.
and how would you find the rest of us?
Well, Jason's kind of there. He's kind of all together. I think kind of all together and saving this reality is an okay sacrifice.
It might be the best we can get.
And if
And-
the rest of us are lost in the void,
Well, then we're lost in the void.
We'll find you. It's fine.
it's not that simple. You are one in a
Yes, I'm very special, and I will share my specialness.
that.
I'll be able to see him.
Hey, Christina's good at finding people.
Oh, it's true.
We will die out there.
Hufflepuffs are excellent seekers.
Are you assuming she's a Hufflepuff?
No, I'm making a bad Star Kids reference.
It's true. Like, do you have a better idea, Owen?
You're the idea guy.
Well,
You know the most about the time shenanigans, don't you?
the way that I see it is that we can try to fight them all. You know,
Bad
use
idea.
the reality bomb or whatever, that time bomb that you have, and risk blowing ourselves up. We can bide our time, or here's an idea. Do you really think that they can get the upper hand on Simon? Do you think that Simon is going to be kind to them for threatening him and threatening his, well, girlfriend?
Literally, all I know about him is that he thinks you're a dick.
He was nice. He gave us like a thumbs up.
Ooh, we've technically met him. Do you think we could call information on the Void and get him to just show up?
I don't think it'll be that simple. It's not like the Void Dad. He could be anywhere.
Jason just
I can't
dials
believe I just
0
called him
on the rotary phone and just goes like, he gets like a tone, just goes, Simon, help please, and then hangs up.
Samantha, would you like to roll a D100?
Yes, I would.
Come on.
If we can bring in another weapon, why not? This seems fine.
Well, my idea was actually to actually cause physical harm on Iris, and
That's a 3.
Whoa, no.
No, we're
No,
not
no,
gonna
no, no,
hurt
we're not hurting
Iris.
people.
I just rolled a 3.
That's the Void Dad normally, but
Well, we already called him. Maybe he can bring can Simon surf on his wake?
well, I will leave it up to Samantha.
It's like the void
Wow.
dad moving would
If-
be a
okay.
big deal, wouldn't it?
Because that is
Void
the
Dad
odds.
Void Dad doesn't get involved in things though.
No, he doesn't. Well, I was like, this is the finale. I could probably get him there.
But I feel like his
Anyways.
involvement is eat things, and that's not
Bad.
strictly useful right in this moment.
Well, realistically, all we
Okay.
have to do is grab our 2
Here's-
hostages and run out
Okay.
of the zipper.
Here's what I'll say: if he does come, it's probably not going to be good for us.
Okay. But do you want this to be Simon? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, I rolled a 3. That's not Simon. I mean, it's
That's
could be
not
Simon.
Simon.
No, that's not
what I'm
Simon.
saying is, do you want it to be Simon?
It's the finale. Do what you want. Follow your heart.
I always wanted to be Simon. I
Okay.
also think Void Dad Chaos could be super fun though.
Simon sounds like the Silver Surfer to Void Dad's Galactus, and I'm kind of here for that.
So here's what I'm thinking. And of course I'm saying this out loud on the stream.
Uh-oh.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Why not both?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Oh, that's Spanish.
Yeah, why not both? Are you okay?
Both sounds good.
I'm at the Pizza Hut. I'm at the Taco Bell.
So, all right. Well,
Nation, Pizza Hut, and Taco
Owen-
Bell.
there. Okay. So,
Good plan.
So
All
we're
right.
splitting up again, and I'm gonna go grab Rachel, and you find Iris.
Yeah.
all right. So that's the plan, and then we.
Book.
So actually, as you call Jason,
Uh-huh.
there is a familiar feeling to you, but still not a good feeling. A familiar feeling. Everyone
Huh.
else roll sanity or roll cool.
I want to turn and observe the director in this moment as well.
The director's like, oh, you didn't.
Hi, Special Agent Jason Andrews, Agent of Chaos.
Okay, so how's everyone's sanity? Elizabeth.
I'm okay-ish.
Okay-ish. You, I will say, take 1 point. Because
Oh
this is
yeah.
we're talking about the god of the void. So,
Hmm.
what about you, Jason?
Oh, am I rolling sanity too?
Everyone's rolling sanity.
Oh boy.
Get it, Jason.
So roll cool. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
you're
fine.
fine.
Jason's
You're like-
used to this shit.
You're like, this is normal.
This is every day for
Christina,
me.
I got a 6, but I'm fine.
-2 sanity, my friend.
I'm still fine.
Join us in the crazy club.
I wonder
Okay.
how the void's going to manifest with you. I've got tentacles. She
So-
weeps. It's great.
Got the black
You
eyes
hear-
weeping.
She weeps.
Yeah, so Christina, you hear a song. Like it almost reminds you of like a whale song.
Neat.
It's a deep, but you can tell that there's like discordant notes. I got hair in my mouth. Sorry.
Unfortunate.
I'm so
Ugh.
sad. Anyways, yeah, you hear a discordant song. And the more you listen to this song, the more you start losing yourself in its tones. The more that reality seems to waver around you and you kind of disassociate from it.
Shit, did I take acid?
I mean, sort of. I mean,
Damn, am I high again? Oh, no.
oh
I thought I
man.
left that behind in college.
Shit, we're losing mom.
Let me actually roll for Herzog. what is his cool? That's a good question from me to me. Um, his cool is
He's got 0.
So he okay.
Oh, we don't want the mad scientist to go mad.
So he
Fine.
got a 9, so it's a mixed success. He only loses 1 sanity. He already lost 1, but no, this is oh no, 4 out of 7. He's in critical sanity mode as well. Okay. Yay!
He's down there with me.
Yay.
Nice.
Yay!
Oh, and that last one put me down to 4 too.
Oh, is that
Oh,
critical
God,
sanity
we're all-
mode? Because I'm also insane then.
Not insane.
Almost
You're
insane.
all
Not
you're all
insane.
well. It's like, so you know how wounds, 4 is when you get bleed. When you're
Mhm.
down to 4, that's
You're
when you start
unstable.
losing. You're unstable. That's exactly what this situation is. And why do you think Jason's been so weird? So you were all down to 4 sanity. Yeah, no, things are looking a little weird. The walls are moving. The walls
Oh,
are
yeah,
crawling.
you'll get used to that. It's fine. You just kind of gotta roll with it.
That's fascinating. Owen also seems fine, by the way. He's like, yes, this is normal for me as well, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's
I've
great,
just
right?
I've just known how to deal with it for longer. And V's like, well then, I suppose
Split up time.
peace is not an option anymore. And that's when
You weren't
all the
choosing.
creatures.
You weren't choosing peace from the beginning.
I was
You
leaving.
chose violence.
This is your decision, Owen.
Well, no, this was V that said peace is not an option, I suppose. And she that's when all the amalgamates go on the aggressive to try to stop you. She was just kind of there sitting like, okay, what are you trying? Okay, cool. Worth a shot. You can try. Anyways, so yeah, all right. Split up time. What are you guys doing?
Can I take Owen with me?
Sure. Do you grab him by the arm and just like
He's like, all right, we're going.
Owen's like, whoa. Okay, I suppose.
Herzog, we're covering Elizabeth.
I'll be
Yes.
using magic to bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature. I am barring the portal that is that is Rachel from amalgamates.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. That's magic, isn't it?
Yes.
Straight up.
I also specifically get a +1 to this because it's one of my 2 practitioner effects.
Yo, well done.
Yo!
Yo, love the moves. Got the
and
moves like Jagger.
I'm gonna use my advantage on that one. Yes.
Oh,
Excellent.
very good. Thank you,
There we
Paladin,
go.
for that advantage, I suppose.
Much love, Paladin.
Peas were never an option.
Never liked peas.
Anyways, so yes, you do succeed. So Rachel is below you.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what this looks like.
Tell me what this like, because Elizabeth can do magic from afar. So I'm imagining she
Yeah.
looks at her, does some like hand sigil motions, and then like in her very Elizabeth fashion makes a finger gun and just shoots at her. And just like immediately the portals are inaccessible by specifically amalgamates.
So yeah, the amalgamates are moving in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just stops. She's still unconscious, mind you, and she's still kind of got like a little bit of like black stuff dripping from her mouth, but just leftover goo from them traveling or whatever.
Delicious.
But she is unconscious and nothing's moving through now.
Perfect. They're trapped in here. Let's keep this plan going.
Jason's gonna just be like, Herzog, are you gonna try to still make a vacuum?
Oh yes, of course.
You do that. Nothing's getting through Elizabeth and I. And Jason's going to just like put the grenade launcher back in his coat and just like shake his hands and just like tentacle out to the nearest amalgamate and eat it.
And I eat it. This is some kick some ass, I believe.
I would think so. Let me see here.
I take a potato chip and I eat it. With the shine.
I am using my supernatural attack thingy, so it ignores armor, it does 1 harm, and it's magical. So
Nom, nom, nom.
Okay.
that's what's going on here. Donk and
Okay.
donk.
So you're
I'm
Oh!
I'm gonna actually use a luck on this one.
Okay.
Get it.
Kick that up to a 12.
Okay, so there are amalgamates all around you. There is Director V, and then there's amalgamates.
Oh, can I just go for her then?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Yes, but.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, let's
I mean,
do a yes and yes, but.
Yes.
So you go for her, and you do succeed. Like, you feel yourself wrap around her, and she's like, funny you assume that was our only way out. And she opens a rift in the time, and you feel like it, and she steps back in it as Amalgamate's eyes peer out from it.
Oh, well, that's easily dealt with. So Jason still got his tentacles on her.
Yes.
Jason just goes, oh no, you done goofed. Hey, Elizabeth,
Hi,
come get this grenade launcher off my belt, please, and shoot it right into that hole.
coming.
And he just looks at V and just goes, with my reality destroying rocket. And I'm just going to hold it open while she shoots and then let go.
Oh, it's like that. I suppose that's one way to do it.
It's not our reality that's going to get blown up.
Okay.
It's hers.
All right. So
So I can
Hannah,
also shoot. But-
yeah, you take that. You take the grenade launcher. You have to roll to kick some ass, my friend.
Okay.
If you need stats, I have them.
We're good.
Whoa! Well done. I was totally expecting you to biff that somehow.
I know, me too.
It was a gamble. I feel like it all paid off. Go team.
So
Chaos
you aim it-
gamble.
So you see all these amalgamate eyes and stuff, like they're starting to come through as she steps back. And yeah, you shoot that rocket straight in there. And do you just like close it or
As soon as the rocket like fires, like once it crosses the rift, I will let go of the tentacles so that it can just like snap shut.
it
You might
just
have to
snaps
close it
shut?
Yay!
Well, no, wait. Yeah, you do might have to close it. You shouldn't have said anything, Hannah. Because there are amalgamates coming in.
Can
as
I
well.
close it with the tentacles in there? Just like
You can certainly try. I would like you to roll plus weird.
I can do that. Actually, hold on one second. I'm going to use some of these massive pile of points over here on this walk. I'm going to give myself advantage.
Oh. All right. And then we'll go to you, Christina, after
Mhm.
Jason finishes his thing.
So there's the first roll, and then the second roll was a 9. That's all the same. It's partial success, mixed success.
Mixed success. Okay. So you do manage to get it closed, but there are a bunch of amalgamates that just pour on out like liquid. Just,
That's
you know,
Yeah.
imagine like a broken fire hydrant and it's like, yeah. So a whole bunch of them like pile out as this snaps shut. And you're pretty sure that you do see the reality distend a little as you close it.
Like in a cartoon where
burp.
it like
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Like a bubble. Boom. Yes. All right. We'll get back to that in a second. Let's go to Christina, who is dragging Owen.
Yeah, we're gonna track down Iris, and
So
she is.
there is.
Yeah. Okay,
There are amalgamates in your way.
that's why I brought
Owen,
Owen.
yeah, Owen's scrambling. Like he was not prepared for this. Like they didn't discuss this in plan. So he's scrambling and he takes out like one of these one of his void crystals he kind of uses as a slingshot pendant, and sure enough it catches all their attention. And like imagine like cats, their eyes all get big, like
Oh.
so it's like, okay, go get it. And they all just scramble over each other to go after. It's like, all right, full speed ahead, please.
keep going. Okay, Christina, I'm gonna use the things I've seen. She's hunted down, kidnapped people before.
And that's
so-
specifically because I was
Yeah.
gonna have you like
Yeah.
that situation or something, try to find her.
Okay. Saying that, you get to tell me questions about a creature, phenomenon, or situation that you've seen before. You can ask me anything about it, and then you get to tell me one useful fact and one danger to maybe look out for.
Okay, so one useful fact, one danger to look out for. So you having dealt with it kind of similar thing before, where you ended up finding your daughter, Cherry, was in sort of an abandoned factory area. And you find that in general, they definitely don't leave them out in the open spaces. Where you ended up finding Cherry was, say, room, that a security room or an office of some sort. You do know that from your cursory glance around when when your view wasn't obscured by a lot of like black gooey things, that yes, there is definitely security booths and things like that, places where
Yeah, a lot of those like
their hazmat
offshoots.
suits. Yes.
Okay, we will check those.
All right. That's what I give that. Things to look out for is like you're pretty sure that she's definitely not going to be unguarded.
No.
These doors could possibly be locked as well.
Okay.
So yeah, those are fun things. All right, that's that. Is that enough information for you?
Yeah, definitely like check like the offshoots, maybe if there's like a basementy area.
There is not one that you want to go in anyways, because that's more further down where they have like more of that nuclear reactor stuff. It's like, how gas tanks are under under the gas station itself and not above with the pump. Yeah, it's that kind of situation.
That's super fair. You don't want to be radiated.
Yeah, radiation is not a great idea.
Probably wouldn't keep her there either if they want her alive.
I mean, already you guys are probably soaking up some, Genuinely, it's pretty
That's how
safe.
mine's gonna end. What's cancer to us? All right. Offshoot rooms it is.
So, of course you gave yourself points. Matt, give yourself the advantage. Okay.
Of course I did. Yes. And I still have more points that I can use if we need it.
All right.
We have 3d6 as well.
Good things to know. All right. So you go looking at these offshoots, and sure enough, there is above, on the catwalk above, there is kind of a security booth, emergency kind of lockdown stuff, things, emergency stops, checking the radiation levels, make sure like the pressure's well. Like they've got these things on lock. They don't, they don't cut corners when it comes to nuclear power at all.
You shouldn't.
No
one should.
Like, let's put it this way, things like Chernobyl were just really, really freak accidents. So
yeah. Okay. So if there's like any like windows into doors or anything, we're just gonna do a quick look, move on, go to the next one.
She is in the security.
It is in that one. Okay.
But it's kind of hard to get a glance at because it is above, and the way is definitely guarded by amalgamates, since they are currently, all eyes on Jason and
Well, their eyes are on
and
Jason. We can
Elizabeth and
shoop around.
shoop around.
Shoop to
I
walk
mean,
around.
Owen's kind of like tossing void crystals like it's Christmas, like birdseed, you know?
Yes.
Like, woo! He's like, I can always get more, I suppose. This is also a offshoot bubble. I'm not as concerned about this collapsing, except for the fact that, we're in it. And apparently the void is coming, so oh well, this is fine. What are you guys going on about?
Don't worry about it. We're just being geeks.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So yeah, so the way is mostly clear until you get to that door. That door is definitely locked, but you do see Iris inside, unconscious, of course.
What kind of lock is the door?
It is an electric lock. It's, number pad.
Yes, it is.
Can't just shoot that.
Owen pauses and he says, we could always do what we did earlier. Well, what Jason did earlier, and just feel our way around. But going in the void in this particular area is particularly dangerous at this moment.
How busy do the other two look? Do they look pretty busy?
Oh yeah.
Bunch of amalgamates just showed up. We got our hands
yeah.
full.
Hey, yeah, then go. Nope, we're doing that. We're gonna scooch 2 feet over.
I highly don't suggest it.
Do you want to work on the lock then?
No. The other suggestion I would have is just shoot her in the arm or something through the window.
Why?
Because that would attract Simon.
I'm getting to understand why Simon doesn't like you.
It's true, though.
And have him come after us.
At least it would bring him here. Plus, I suppose he knows me. He would know the situation enough.
I feel like if that
Does
happens,
he
and
hate
Simon
you
shows
enough
up,
he'd go after you first?
we'd all just point at Owen.
No, he would just know the situation. It's hard to describe. It's hard to explain. Just trust me on this.
Here, she like gives him the gun.
Owen's like, very well. So here's the problem, is that is some reinforced glass, my dudes. So he would have to really kick some ass. Oh, he kicks ass. He kicks some serious ass. Okay.
That way it's not my fault.
Yeah, it's his idea. He can.
He's got nothing in muscle, like, at all. I don't even have like a proper stat page for him, but I can tell you right away that no, he's got nothing in there, and he just got 11. So
Nice.
So yes, he shoots the glass. It does break, and Iris is shot in the arm, and that's when all hell breaks loose. And with that, we're gonna go on break.
All hell breaks loose. Break time.
Yeah. So, yay! Hello, welcome back. So, as I said, things start getting real, guys, if it wasn't already. So, Jason and Elizabeth, I need you guys to roll kick some ass because these things are dogpiling on you at this point. Like these amalgamates with V not in the room, like she's not keeping it as a hold on it, and they're definitely reacting out of anger and spite because you just, you know, they have a leader that they're rallying behind, and you definitely kind of declared war on her. So, if she isn't dead.
I got a 4.
I got an 11.
Okay. Hannah, Elizabeth, are you casting like magic?
So these are my attack spells,
Yes.
which are like blasts, basically. They're also necromantic. So fun.
Nice.
So this is what I imagine is your both. Well, you both are like eating and absorbing these things.
Seems right.
And like at this point, her eyes are just like we're doing the full black eyes again.
Yeah. So literally, like what happens is for you, like it is like a blast. They seem to like expand out in their goo. And then it like bubbles it up and it like goes through your veins. You see your veins like
she's got like the black veins.
And like they're pulsating and bulging as like they absorb the energy from these things, so they stop existing.
I've always wanted to be a punch wizard. I imagine Elizabeth is just like doing magic punch.
Okay, there you go. And they're just like absorbing them. They don't go away like completely. It's like you're trying to punch Jello, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you can eat a spoonful out of Jello and things and they get smaller, but it isn't like it goes away completely. It's not like you're like vacuuming it. That's what Herzog is trying to do. Herzog is like, I'm almost done, but he's trying to fend off the amalgamates as well, and he's like throwing his chemical bombs and things like that, things that are acidic to try to. Now, Jason,
do you want to use a D6, dude?
I should be okay, honestly. Like I have armor and I have immortal, so I remove another harm.
Yeah, okay. There is a lot of them though.
I mean, I'll use a D6. We got like 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's entirely up to you. Like,
oh, it suddenly smells like food. How dare they?
So it's an 8. Partial success.
Partial success. So this is what I say is that yeah, you're still taking harm, but you're not biffing it as horribly as you would.
And at least you're doing damage now.
Like
yes.
So what happens is you feel overwhelmed. You're being like dogpiled on like the sky, like you can't see around you. Everything is black, and not in the void black, because in the void you can still see yourself and see like your surroundings. It's just everything else that's black. But here it's like breaking out the light, and all you're seeing are like glowing eyes and glowing teeth as they kind of make a wall around you, and then you just kind of like burst through them. And they kind of all like splatter on the ground and then start reforming, and you're just kind of out of breath. Do take 2 harm for me.
All right, so I have armor.
You would take 4 harm, hun.
Okay, so, cool.
Gotcha. Just doing the math for you.
Gotcha.
I'm doing the math for you, yes. There's a lot of them, and they kind of do 2 harm each, so I could eat you. Sorry. But I'm not gonna, because that would be a bad GM. Yeah, Raven, 4 harm.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
Since Elizabeth is going a bit crazy, she's just cackling as she punches things.
Yeah, you would be even a worse position. You would take about the same amount of harm if you had failed. However, you would have been in like prone. You would have been in a bad situation if you didn't take that.
Right.
D6. So, yeah, make success. Good job. All right. And Herzog is like, I have it. The vacuum. And then you guys watch as his words suddenly become like bubbles, like floating, and all of your hair begins to float as if you're underwater. Everything begins to feel weird. Elizabeth, Christina, you guys are feeling nauseous, as if the world is tilting sideways.
Oh no.
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 Uh,
Oof.
Oh, good. Ah,
am I here? Am I good?
Anytime Rowan freezes, we're just like,
Gasp!
yeah.
It does
Yeah,
say my connection's unstable, but
Yeah, it blinked for a second, but I think we're okay. Yeah.
good. All right. But yeah, you guys are feeling reality tilt and shift. You're feeling dizzy, weightless, nauseous. You watch as you see, like, Elizabeth, you look ahead of yourself and you are seeing multiple of Jason, almost like mirror images, like waving in and out. The walls are seeming to change color and decay in front of your eyes, and then be sturdy again the next moment. And there is an ominous glow underneath you, and then the glow goes away, and then the floor is on fire, and then it isn't. And the amalgamates all kind of pause, their eyes going big.
I think we're out of time. Ironically.
You try to speak, but your words, they don't come out right at all. You feel like your voice is saying things, but you don't even understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. And that's when black tendrils just crack up the walls. The amalgamates, they start trying to open rifts. They start heading for Rachel, but Rachel is blocked off for them. And you guys, you feel, everyone but Jason, you feel like you're being torn apart from the inside out. Hey, fun things. What are you guys gonna try to do? Is there anything you're gonna try to do?
I'm going to try to reach out and grab Elizabeth and Herzog by the shoulder to try to use my influence to stabilize them a little bit.
Okay.
I'm stuck with Owen.
Yeah, roll plus weird.
I'm just going to use a luck and make it a 12. That feels appropriate for this moment.
Okay.
I am only
Quick
3
fun
luck away
measure.
from doomed, just as a heads up. So,
Okay.
Yay.
Great. So yeah, you guys stabilize, and Herzog is like, wow, this is absolutely fascinating. His voice is still coming out like bubbles, but you can actually hear it. It's almost like an echo, like it's weird, like each bubble pops and you can actually hear his words.
Grab Rachel and go.
yeah, grab Rachel and go time. Like group shuffle to Rachel.
The wall on the side, it's a round building, so it's hard to say, like, it's all one wall, but the side just literally just like peels, and you see the mouth.
Oh, as soon as the wall starts going, Jason's just like boom over their eyes. He's like, nope.
Don't
Nope,
look,
nope,
don't
nope.
look, don't look, don't look.
Nope. Probably like firmer hand on Herzog than on Elizabeth, because he kind of gets that Elizabeth is already going down this path. So, like, if she really wants to, she can look, but Herzog is a little bit sane. So we'll preserve that. Oh no. Oh no.
Hold. Come on. Come on.
So what's the Patreon goal? What's the Patreon goal to get them better internet?
Come on now.
Net providers.
Oh.
Okay. Listen, we only have like one internet provider in this whole fucking town, and we have really good internet from that internet provider, so it's all on them.
Okay.
Yay,
There's
Monopoly.
no, yeah, there is no picture. We live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh.
Space satellites, that when it comes.
Something like that. Um,
So yeah, protecting Herzog more than Elizabeth, but like eyes immediately slapped over the two of them. Just like, nope. Nope, 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 nope.
do you try to talk to the old one at all?
Give us like 5 minutes.
Sorry about the internet issues. In fact, we do have the old one himself here at our house, apparently possessing our internet. So
Om nom nom.
we'll keep going.
He's moved on from time to Wi-Fi.
Those things are both connected, and it's really weird. Owen will explain it later. Something about 5G, you know,
Oh.
chemtrails. All right. So yeah, what you get in response, Jason, is just static, like this angry crackling. Like,
Paladin says we're muted.
we're muted? Are we still muted?
Hello?
Nope. Okay.
Sparrow's
Okay.
still-
Nope. Okay.
Must have been a weird thing. Okay.
Refresh your page if you can't hear us. Which is
That
a
will
really
help.
useful thing to say out loud. Shut up. I'm tired.
I can't find my phone. Have you tried calling it?
Where's my glasses? On the forehead.
Oh yeah, I've done that too many times to think about.
Oh, seriously.
Or like, boy, I can't find my glasses anywhere while they're on my face.
I
The
love when you're
car's out of gas and won't go. Then go get some gas.
I love when you're on the phone and you're like, wait, where's my phone?
Go drive to the gas station.
Like
Yeah,
you're like
do it.
trying to do something, like crap, where'd I put it?
Okay.
Anyways, that was a tangent. I love it. Okay. So yeah, this angry static. Yeah, no, it's not responding to you at all. You don't even know if it's aware enough of your presence. All you feel is like a seething rage.
Yeah, it's just real mad. And so we should be not here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Rachel is still a bit away from you.
okay. So then I'm just going to go like, this is a bad plan. This is a bad plan. All right, Elizabeth, head
Yes.
down. Keep walking straight this way. You'll get to Elizabeth. You'll get to Rachel. Grab her, bring her back. And then we
Okay.
go.
Eyes closed. Let's do this.
Just head
All
down,
right.
go straight. And then I will like,
So we're gonna actually get back to you in 1 second. Let's go to Christina and Owen. We've got issues there too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't have any Jason to stabilize them.
No.
No, let's roll. First, let's roll plus weird.
Okay.
What, Owen doesn't have any cool stuff?
No,
Owen.
the other Owen does. This Owen does not. This Owen is human.
I mean, I could try to dial the other Owen on my phone.
That's not gonna happen.
We have 3d6 if you need it.
I
Okay.
got a 5.
Bye, Owen.
I'm gonna use a luck. I have like all of them left, so
Oh yeah, good call.
So here's what I'm going to say. What was that move that you've seen this before?
yeah.
Okay. So you recall, like I want you to use that move
Okay.
specifically. And what is it? Can you go over the details again?
The things I've seen, you can ask me any questions about it, and you get to tell me one useful fact and one dangerous
All right. We back? We good? All right. Sorry about that, guys. All right. What was I saying? Okay. So you've seen this before. Notes I say is that during your time looking for Cherry, you didn't have any like weird reality shifting moments. No, things were pretty normal. It was a normal kidnapping, but you did have some weird ass dreams, especially right after you got Cherry back. Now, I guess my questions are things like, what kind of state of mind was Cherry in? If she had like these weird tests done on her and things like that, what kind of state was Cherry in, and how, I guess, empathetic are you, Christina, to it?
So when Cherry came back, she wasn't in the best of shape, and that's actually what kind of led to the second divorce. But it got better over time, like about like 6 months or so. She was like kind of back to how she was, and we're like, okay, yeah, she's fine. But something with Christine is that she's never been able to like figure out or realize like what's the weird things. I literally don't know. And that was like
All right, we'll see how long this goes. All right, so Christina,
yes.
you recall Cherry trying to describe that, just especially when it was at its worst, just kind of the feeling she got, the how reality would pitch and shift, and how that kind of made her feel. The biggest thing she would try to describe, and the things that you would try to do, is just like the headaches, the absolute migraine headaches that would just kept you like, just kept her like throwing up and
Oof.
things like that. And you feel that headache coming on majorly. There were things that you did to help Cherry, like she would lose her balance during these times, have like terrible vertigo, things like that. And there were things that you did to help her kind of stabilize. And you can decide kind of what they are, if whether it was deep breathing, closing her eyes.
Just sit down. That's
sit
step
down.
number 1.
Sitting down. Okay. Owen is just so completely out of it. So whatever you do, like you're still
Just
got
baby him through it. Yeah.
yeah, you've got a hold of him still. And no, he's completely losing it. Like his eyes are kind of wide open. He's not responsive. You see kind of, especially as the walls start caving in and you're seeing like these tentacles come through. He's eyes, he's not closing his eyes, you know. I don't know if Jason, you've gotten the word out that you should close your eyes, or if you could, if the time
I don't even know if it's crossed his mind. He's busy with people at the moment.
Yeah.
Christina, does it cross your mind to close your eyes?
She probably does, just from like the dizziness. I don't think she thinks about it for him. She's also like, what about the girl we just shot?
Okay. It's a there we go. It was on starting momentarily. Okay. So Elizabeth, you manage to somehow grab onto you feel around and you have
Blind
Rachel.
wander over to Rachel.
you grab Rachel as you feel like the ground falling from under you. Jason, you're watching this and this whole pocket world is just falling apart. The amalgamates are scrambling over each other, just trying to get out, like going through the rifts that are opening as much as they can, while the tentacles of the old one are wrapping around them, slamming them to the ground. And now, Sam.
Yeah.
What does this rescue look like?
Okay. So everything's going to shit. And like from the door where Iris is, it just kind of just opens. And here's this guy with this girl. And he makes eye contact with Jason.
The guy, so he's
Simon?
holding Iris.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And what does he look like?
It's Simon. And so he's just like a tall, skinny dude, and he's kind of pale, like really dark hair, really dark eyes, and just kind of like business casual dressed. And he makes, yeah.
He's also like standing, if that door opens, he's standing right in front of Owen, who's just like catatonic.
And he kind of like obsesses the situation. And he makes eye contact with Jason. And then he just kind of steps out of reality for a second. And then he comes back without Iris. And he just calmly walks through everything. Like, this is just a normal fucking day for him. And he goes over and he starts helping to deal with these amalgamates, first of all, because they're our problem. They shouldn't be where they are. And sort of how like Jason has his tentacle thing, Simon also has a tentacle thing, fun fact, except Simon's tentacle thing isn't a thing you want to look at. It is almost identical to the old one. So imagine old one times 2.
I'm
Eyes
still
are
going
already
into
closed.
my powers.
And
Tentacle party. Wait, no.
Oh, Rowan!
You've been holding that back all season, haven't you?
Sure. We've made plenty of innuendos.
And he just starts helping out. So the amalgamates that are like trying to escape, he grabs them and he just kind of consumes them until they are all gone. And then he turns his attention to the old one. And he doesn't say anything. He turns back into a man, puts his hand out on one of the tentacles, and everything just pauses. And then they all just kind of start shooping away.
Just disappearing.
Yeah.
The old one itself, after a moment, it does start receding.
Simon basically is just like, I got this, just telling him, just like, you're good.
Once the old one's pretty clear, I'm going to be like, Elizabeth, you can look now, and I'll take my hand off of Herzog's eyes. Just be like, don't go insane.
Yeah, so Simon's gone, right?
No, Simon's still there. He just like told the old one, hey, I got this. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, old one just, it fades off.
And he looks at this mess of people and he pulls out a notebook that's covered in stickers. And he like flips open a couple pages and pulls out this like really neat looking pen. And he writes down and flips it around. And it just says, are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Is Rachel okay?
She's unconscious.
Yeah, we're probably mostly fine. Hey, is Owen alive?
Christina!
She like looks carefully, opens her eyes and like looks over.
Okay.
Go. Gotta go
All
fast.
right. So yeah, you guys are left there with Simon, and yeah, no, Owen's completely catatonic.
Okay, Jason, pick him up. Let's go.
All right, Herzog, stay with Elizabeth, and I'll go grab Owen, just like
Yes.
sling him over her shoulder. And Simon, can you help us get out of here? Wait, do I even know his name? Did he introduce himself? I
We
don't
got
think
his-
he ever did.
He never
we-
told you his name.
Yeah, so
But the
I'm just gonna
lady
be like,
did.
can you help us get home?
Yeah, we have his name from somewhere. It's in my notes.
Lady
I only
said
wrote down
it.
what I actually heard. Anyway, I'm in Zipper.
And he
Yeah. So the whole realm is like falling to pieces. Like you guys are seeing glimpses into your reality. So there's like some workers that are just like, what? And you're seeing like more cars. You're having to go around as things are just kind of fading in.
We should probably go back to the parking lot and not be inside the place. when we
Yeah.
zap
get everyone
back
in the van and drive that out.
Oh, there we go. We have a van, right?
Van.
Oh, our broken van.
Yeah, it's not doing great.
It's drivable.
It's kind of like chugging or like a.
I'll
But
fix
you
it
guys
later.
make it out.
And like
into-
as they're leaving, Simon just kind of like steps away again once he's sure that everyone's okay.
He was nice.
So as you guys are leaving, who's driving? You are driving. I assume Christina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Owen's not in a state. He's not responsive. Like they have him in the back. But that's when you see a rift open within the truck, and out crawls the remains of Director V.
I punch her.
Like this kind of like black ooze. She's got eyes and mouths. She's kind of falling to pieces. You see some part of that human face still, and she's like, nice try.
No. No. Get back in there. I just want to like punch her
So
with my magic.
when Elizabeth goes to punch her, Jason's also going to move to kind of like help. But Jason's help is grab her and go back through the rift with her. Like, nope, you're mine.
Okay, so Elizabeth gets geared up, ready to punch, and then you leave.
like ride. I want to ride her punch. Like, I want Elizabeth to be the pushing force, and I'm just like keeping her in this time.
Yeah. So you realize as you go that probably the best way to get rid of her is to eat her,
Uh-huh.
to absorb her
We
completely.
both have absorbed powers, so let's
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So-
If we can just do that, we'll just do that in the truck. I won't
let's
go
just
through
split
a
a
rift.
meal. We don't have
Yeah.
to pay for the whole meal. We could just
Sample.
All right. So yeah, you guys absorb her, and as you absorb her, you get her kind of memories and how that she just became, how she kind of was the last. She managed to avoid completely becoming an amalgamate by figuring out how to traverse the void. You recall her just obsession with living a life again and giving her the amalgamates justice, and that you feel that kind of that sorrow. She really didn't care about this world. She didn't care about the people in it. She only cared about her people, just the same way you care about yours. She cared about her people and giving them a chance again. And she was really determined to try to make this work no matter what the costs. And it's kind of this bittersweet, because you know that you've won, but at the same time, it's like, you know that eventually this might be you one day. As you guys return and as things settle out, of course, there's still time stuff. The amalgamates, although the big disaster is over, there's still a lot of cleanup. There's a lot of things going on with the whole government situation. There's still amalgamates that are misplaced, that are kind of running around, and you still have your normal time anomalies. Those haven't gone away completely. In fact, there's a surplus of them. There's an influx of them as you guys return, because of just the damage that was done, because of the amalgamates and what happened in that bubble. Owen isn't quite the same. He is more kind of shell-shocked, I'd say. So he really isn't in a state to go on the missions anymore, not with you guys. He does return to semblance of normal, but what he focuses on is making these watches for you and, focusing on his research. He kind of more takes the role of the backseat of the van, so to speak. However, Herzog takes over, and he's like, "Oh, this is something I've always wanted to do," and so he becomes kind of your new leader.
We all like him.
I know,
it's
right?
a nice change of pace. Ah,
We're back.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So, all right. So, what about you guys? What do you do with these days? Like, obviously, things are a lot less hectic. You guys are not the same after that experience, for sure. So, what do you guys do? Like,
either of y'all go first.
Sam.
Okay, well, Christina can relate to her daughter now, so that's kind of cool in a sad way. She probably just keeps helping out with the group because it's given her something to do that isn't just like wasting her life away. But she still goes back and like visits her kid every other weekend and like tells her about all the cool stories and shit and all the trouble she's getting into. She tries to help Owen as best as she can, like, come drink with us, where we will all suffer together. He probably like denies most of those.
Mm-hmm.
Like every now and then I feel like she'll be able to get him, and then he's not a total asshole, and just
he gets very anxious, I would say, in a big setting where there's a lot of people, and he's like, I just can't handle people anymore. In fact, he has to quit his job as a professor.
Okay.
Because he
Then
just
it's
simply
just
can't
like
handle.
late
have
night lab
family takeout
parties.
dinners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll bring him booze.
We make him blonde coffee.
Nice, yes. And then, all right, now Hannah.
I was just assuming Chaos Duo would continue to be Chaos Duo.
Oh, then we can just do this. So at some point, Jason's going to just like show up with Hannah with just like food in a bag and just be like, hey, I'm going to go find Simon and see if he can teach us how to walk through the void. Want to come?
Yeah.
Chaos Twins forever.
Herzog's like, can I come?
Like you could. That's a decision.
You're too sane, buddy. You're doing a lot of good work here. We're both a bit lost already.
I don't want to babysit Owen by myself.
Also that.
That's also fair. And I seem to be the only person here that seems to actually like Owen. I mean, yes, he is an asshole, I would agree, but
He's more tolerable now.
He's also insane.
bad for
So relatable then.
He's a very good support these days.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good place to put it.
Oh, and Jason's done with the agency. Like he's just straight up done.
Oh yeah, we're like, your assistant director was like, do you
people.
even tell them what happened?
Jason actually come to you.
The
Not
Joneses.
Jason, Johnson and Jones. They managed to make it out when shit started hitting the fan.
Good.
They're shaken up and they're like, we're really sorry about all that. Like, no, we're trying to help the agency pick up the pieces a little bit, but after that, I think we're both resigning.
Let's take him for pizza.
Yeah, we'll go back into the Pizza Hut and just be like, hey, so here's my deal. We'll help you pick up any amalgamate pieces on 2 conditions. 1, you never ask me any questions about what's happened. Ever. In fact, if y'all can just forget I exist.
The other Jones
perfect.
The other Jones is like,